Mr. Adeyinka grandson who is talking bullshit about Igbos. Yoruba people does not follow a weak person. You are a Yoruba man, you're supposed to know that because Yorubas are full of fear. They are leaking with fear. You understand? If you are serious about what you're saying and you want Yorubas to pull out of Nigeria, which you people would have done in 60s when Ojukwu pulled out of Nigeria. Ojukwu pulled out of Nigeria. It was his plan with Awolowo, but Ojukwu does not know that Awolowo was like undercover for Hausa Fulanis. You know? So when he went back to Lagos, Ojukwu was hoping that he was going to Lagos to declare Oduduwa Republic. Because Ojukwu knew that if Awolowo declare Oduduwa Republic, the Hausa Fulanis will give up. They can't fight two war at the same time. They can't even defeat the Igbos without foreign powers, without all these British weapons, Egyptian pilots, all those white men. Igbo people shot some of them down and captured some of them. They captured the Egyptian pilot, about 2 of them. You understand? So the Igbo people made a bold move to show the world their displeasure about Hausa Fulani's agenda against Nigerian people. But the Yorubas were running after these people because they see them as the strongest. So Yorubas does not follow weak person. You people have big mouth. When I get big mouth. So when you are making all this noise, they will be looking at you. Your brothers will be looking at you to know what you are going to do. So if you want Yoruba people to follow you, come to Nigeria like Nnamdi Kanu did. You say Biafra is a fraud. Nnamdi Kanu came to Nigeria and almost torn Nigeria apart. Come to Nigeria like Nnamdi Kanu did. Let them arrest you and they prison you. After you come out and wax stronger. Lead protests. Do something heroic so that people will follow you. Yoruba people will follow you. But you just sit for, you are just sitting in UK making noise over there. Saying Yoruba did this, Yoruba did that, Igbo did this, Igbo did that. More than 19 or 20 of your Yoruba people are about to lose their heads in Saudi Arabia. And you're sitting over there calling Igbos criminals. The biggest drug barons in Brazil are Yorubas. The biggest drug baron in the entire Lagos Island are Yorubas. So who is a criminal? Who introduced 419 in Nigeria? Is it not Yorubas? So what are you talking about? My friend, at least say the truth. At least say the truth. Let me advise you. Without Igbos, Yorubas cannot make any move about moving away from Nigeria. Look at Tinubu, he was shouting restructuring, no election, no restructuring, no election. What did they do? They gave him Lagos State Governor. The Hausa Fulanis were actually scared when he was saying that. But they called him closer. They said, these Yoruba people, we know their medicine. Look, we give them medicine. Like they gave Awolowo. They made him finance minister. Tell him to take over all the money of Igbo people. He was happy. He took it. You don't know that nothing lasts forever. Where is he today? He's dead. The Igbos pulled out of Nigeria. The Igbos fought for regional government when they signed the Aburi Accord in Ghana. The Igbos fought for regional government. The Igbos fought for independence. What have Yorubas done? Only chameleon, changing colors every time. Changing colors. Changing colors. So contrary to what you're saying over here, Yoruba people are chameleons. They are not trustworthy. A Yoruba man is very predictable to Hausa Fulani. They know na medicine. When a Yoruba man is making noise and Hausa Fulani already know what they want, they will call him closer. They will be holding gun at the other hand and pen at this hand. Yoruba man, out of fear, out of panic, he will accept any condition they give. So for Yoruba to make any significant move about pulling out of Nigeria, they need Igbos. Only an Igbo man will challenge Hausa Fulani face to face. And the Hausa Fulanis know that Igbos fight Hausas in their land. Igbos are fighting Hausas in their land. In Kaduna, in Kano, in Meduguri, Igbos are doing that. Yoruba has never done that. Yoruba has no brave, they have no brave spirit. They have no sacrificial spirit. Yorubas are not known for bravery. That one they call, what is his name? What is the name of that black scorpion? That went to villages and shooting disabled people, shooting women and children, shooting even chicken and goat, and he's boasting about it. That when they went to Imo State, they were shooting at everything that moves. What a worthless psychopath. What did he achieve with that? He's shooting at everything that moves. What has he brought to Yoruba people? Nothing. You people are time wasters and noise makers. A Yoruba can never sacrifice his life for another Yoruba man. Never. Not even for his family. He can never do that. Have you ever heard that a Yoruba man gave kidney to somebody? Have you ever heard that? You people are enemies of yourself. So stop talking shit. You Yorubas are the enemies of yourself. You had your chance to pull out of Nigeria, but you didn't. You chose finance minister so that you will confiscate all the Igbos' wealth and become the richest man of the world. So all that treasury, where did he lead you people to? Lagos was not developed by Yorubas. Lagos was developed by federal government because it was capital before. And mind you, Igbos are not landlocks. Igbos are not landlocked. Without the federal government, if the federal government will allow the Igbos will build seaports in River Niger, in Abia State, not even at Port Harcourt. We are not talking about their oil. Igbos have oil. Igbos have gas. Igbos have everything. Unexploited, untouched. Igbos have all these things. But we are not after that. We are not agitating to start exploiting it. We are not after that. It is you Yoruba people who are always sniffing for money here and there. And then acting like you don't like money. That is Igbo people that like money. You guys are time wasters. My brother, if they build seaports in River Niger and the entire Igbos vacate Lagos, Lagos will become like Ogun State. If you Yoruba people are so great, why is Ogun State not like Lagos? Why is Ibadan not like Lagos? Irony. Why are all these states not like Lagos? It's because there are no concentration of Igbo people there. What are you talking about? At least say the truth. Say the truth. Igbos, yes, there are criminals in Igbos, in Igbo land. Some Igbos are criminals. Some Yorubas are even more criminals than Igbo because a Yoruba man is not an honest man. A Yoruba man can never be honest. It is in their DNA not to be honest. A Yoruba man is not honest to his wife, to start with. He's not honest to his family. You see a Yoruba man wearing 200,000 clothes while the wife don't have anything. The wife is wearing trash. But you will see an Igbo man wearing 500 naira clothes and the wife is wearing 100,000 naira clothes. It is in us. We are selfless. We give. Igbo man give kidney to his wife to survive, to his father, to his friend. They do that. We have sacrificing spirit. Igbo man go to village of his relative and take a poor child and train the child on how to do business for 7 or 8 years and give that child 1 million, 2, 3, 4, 5 million to start business of his own and become a rich man like the man who took him. Igbos do that. Yorubas don't do that. You work for Yoruba man for 40 years and retire a poor man and die a poor man. Yoruba people are not selfless. They don't give. They don't know how to give. Have you ever in history heard that a Yoruba man gave kidney to anybody? You will not. If something is happening, Yoruba man will first take off and leave his family. He will first take off. An Igbo man will save his family first. And even die doing that. We declared independence. We declared independence of Biafra in 1967. We fought. We fought till the last man standing to defend it. Can Yoruba do that? Common simple move you guys will make. Hausa people will finish you people in Lagos. They are always sacking you people in Lagos. You know this K2 and my 2. My 12. Where there are Hausa people. If Yoruba make noise, Hausa pursue them very far. So all this your noise you are making in UK, you are just a toothless dog. Come to Yoruba land and lead a protest like Nnamdi Kanu did. You say Biafra is fraud. We declared independent. We fought to defend it. We fought to the last man to defend it. What heroic move have you made? Apart from manipulating this one, manipulating that one, manipulating this one, stealing from here, stealing from there. You people are enemies of yourself. And when you become serious about getting independence, you will consult us. We will show you how it can be achieved. We will show you how. Even though we know that any slightest mistake, you will betray us and run thousands. But we are still willing to help you people. Friends, stop talking trash and shut the fuck up. Nonsense.